Okay, welcome to the Waiting Coup podcast for 10/19/15. I am here with Cross and Buttkiss. We're going to be talking about nothing for the next hour. Everybody's tired except for me because I took a nap.
And he's not exaggerating. It's literally going to be an hour of nothing. Shall we proceed with complete silence in 3, 2, 1?
No. But moving on from this complete silence, that was a moment of silence for whatever. Oh, Yoshi isn't here. I should change that.
He's been here for the last month, so
yeah.
You see how you.
There we go. Much better. Much better indeed. Yeah. But how have you been, Buttkiss? It's been like a couple months since you were on the podcast.
I've been pretty good.
How have you been, Cross? It's been like a couple months since you've been on the podcast.
It's been 2 weeks. I'm good. I just beat Earthbound, so I'll have that video. There's only 2 more videos left to post of that, so there'll be one in between than the last one.
Let's get Yoshi's reaction in here. I'm getting it live. Fuck you!
That sounds about accurate. He actually just started again.
That was pretty spot on. Do it again.
Yeah. I can't.
It's too creepy. Yeah, so that's done. The thing is, since I just finished Rebuild like a few weeks ago, and now that's finishing, I don't know. So it's just bully now. Yeah, it was exploding.
Well, I mean, you were in this boat before, like a couple months ago, anyway, and you always find different things to Let's Play anyway. There's so many goddamn games out there to check out and.
It's true, it's just the will. I need the will to do it, instead of just being like, I'm just gonna watch Netflix forever.
That's a common problem.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays.
You could check out that new indie game, Vegetable Risotto.
Oh, goddamn it, Buttkiss.
Wait, is that really a game?
You've been messaging me about that for so long.
Is that really a game?
Don't worry about it.
I mean, but you might be able to classify it as a game, maybe.
I mean, I'd be all for plugging Miniature Nerd.
Yeah, because he needs the support from us. That's for damn sure.
Look,
all 0 viewers
subs,
in the...
odds are that maybe not everyone here has heard of him. Maybe.
Let's play Vegetable Risotto. That's a real
we all know
thing,
that Cross got his subs from Miniature Nerd. All of them. Every single one, anyway.
I've never heard of this guy before. Is this a real game? Is it?
Yeah, check it out.
Totally, Cross. Totally.
No, but he's literally making vegetable risotto, isn't he? It's a person. This is a cooking video. All right, I'm done with this.
What is vegetable risotto? Is it just like vegetables
in risotto?
What's risotto?
I think it's like tomato and rice essentially.
Oh, why don't they just?
It's like a soup.
A soup?
Because it's a special type of soup with rice in it.
Rice soup.
Yeah, rice tomato soup.
And given that I hate rice, I therefore hate risotto. Yeah.
You hate rice? Oh God.
Yeah.
But sushi.
It doesn't go down my throat well.
Oh, fair enough. This is a problem.
Buttykiss? No, Buttkiss. No, I like Buttykiss.
I kind of like Buttykiss too.
That's now what Buttkiss is named.
Buttykiss. But I've been alright too. Well, I mean, I don't know if you can Okay, there's a point a couple days ago where I was getting nothing but bad news from the internet. Like, Payday 2 had some shenanigans, which we'll probably talk about in a bit here, so we can get out of the way, out of the front of the podcast, and then I can bring it up constantly throughout the rest of the podcast. But there was the Payday 2 shenanigans, and then I learned that TotalBiscuit got his cancer back, like in the liver this time instead of in the colon. And for a while there, he thought it was inoperable, but he said he was looking into other ways to treat it, and there might be possibilities for that in the future. So that's nice.
Yeah, I mean, like, apparently the life expectancy for that was like 2 to 3 years, but he mentioned that that's actually so low because apparently a lot of old people get it and their bodies are not the best. because you are more likely to get, just the older, like the longer you live, the more likely you're to get cancer. It's a great fact of life.
I mean, cancer's great, just amazing.
It's the #2 killer in America next to heart disease, I think. So cheeseburgers and cigarettes are really dangerous. But well, not that he got cancer from cigarettes, but yeah, I don't know. It's hopefully things will work out. But yeah, no, it's pretty terrible news.
Yeah, I mean, cancer in the liver.
I'd miss him if you were gone.
What the fuck is happening?
Why was GLaDOS talking to us?
That was not GLaDOS.
That was totally Buttykiss.
Oh my god. Is Buttkiss using a fucking voice changer?
We're waiting.
I don't know what that was Buttykiss. That's
Oh, is that how Buttykiss sounds?
Sure.
I don't know if I like this character anymore.
Well, I mean, I'm working on very low-budget free demos here. Give me a break.
I'm gonna imagine that's the person who keeps barging into your room and yelling just randomly.
Is Buttykiss.
Buttykiss. But other than that, I also learned that Wolf, the character in Payday 2, Wolf, will no longer be getting voice acting updates. So. Yeah, that's fun.
That he was getting any to begin with.
That's true. They just reused the same ones from Payday 1, so... Yeah, but things have been going a bit better anyway, so there's that at least.
Yeah, a bit better.
Haven't put up a video in 5 days though, so that's great.
Really?
Yeah, because I was trying to get this Payday... me and Buttkiss recorded Payday a week and a half ago or so at this point, and the footage was horribly desynced for no reason that I could find out at all. And it wasn't a flat out, and it wasn't a flat desync that I could just move the second over a half, the audio track over a half second. It was every minute or so it would go 0.1 seconds more out of desync. So it was tedious as hell to edit, and plus the first render I went through, half the video was just black sometimes for random points, and it's dumb.
I totally would have scrapped it. I would have been like, nope.
Well, I needed to get that out. I needed to because Payday, but it's taken up quite a while.
He just didn't want to play another game of Payday.
Well, that's true. Because after I recorded that, the Day 1 update for Payday 2 landed, and hello, Douglas, which is Drive Not Found, and I don't like cars. Welcome to the podcast.
I love cars, especially if they're pink buses. Pink bus.
Pretty amazing.
Douglas and I don't like cars are the only two people watching us right now, Burley.
Well then,
it's fun. It's fun. We'll just talk among ourselves.
I can't tell. Did I just insult this person by saying I like cars?
Yeah, you did. He's gonna leave now. Goodbye. It's been nice.
Fuck you, buddy.
You go away, but it. All right. Well, now you've insulted him. Before he'd probably all right, to each his own, but now.
Yay! I've overextended myself.
Your opinion is bad, and you should feel bad. But
yeah, you have any other gripes with Payday 2, perhaps?
I could just I could just talk about Payday 2 here. So,
Rocket.
So Buttkiss knows this too, and okay. So about a couple, 4 or 5 days ago.
Microtransactions. Oh, I'm sorry.
4 or 5 days ago, Overkill released an update for Payday 2, where they introduced safes, which are basically crates from Team Fortress 2 or Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and they contain skins in them and stuff, but you need to spend microtransactions to buy these keys, which are drills, to open them. So some people are upset because in the past, 2 years ago, Alamir, one of the developers behind Payday, said that there will be no microtransactions at all, never, in Payday 2. And he said, shame on you if you think so as well, which was hilarious. And they have stat boosts too. That's what a lot of people are upset about as well. It's just that's the golden rule of cosmetic DLC shit.
Well, Is Payday like a competitive game, or is it all cooperative missions?
It's all cooperative.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not as bad. I mean, it's still bad, but it's not
still
as bad.
Fucking bad, because it's the way I thought about that, and I thought I wouldn't want to play with a person who spent loads of money and is doing better than me just because he spent loads of money. Kind of like if they did that on Killing Floor. I still won't want to do it there. If somebody just like...
But they do it on Killing Floor, don't they?
That's weapon packs, and they already do that in Payday 2 as well.
A lot.
Mm-hmm.
So wait, what's the difference here then?
It's painful.
It's just a straight stat boost.
But I thought the weapon, like, there's weapons in Killing Floor that are better than the ones that you can get normally that you have to pay for, right? Like, it's the same thing, isn't it?
Actually, no. I don't think there's any weapons that are straight up better in Killing Floor.
Because you can get the Car 4, I think, as well in the base game. And in Killing Floor, it's really a lot of like side grades.
I'm trying to think. There's certain weapons that someone bought for me, and I thought they were better than the ones that were in the game.
The flare revolvers are pretty cool in Killing Floor 2. I mean, Killing Floor 1.
Was that one of the special items?
I think so. That was one of the community ones.
Yeah. That one, that's a pretty damn good item.
Yeah, but even then, in Killing Floor 1, I was like, that's kind of stupid that a person can't just get that. I mean, they actually, they can, because if a person with the DLC buys it, they can throw it at them, right?
Which I personally like that quite a bit.
That is really cool,
yeah. Then you could throw your money at someone and buy it.
Because I remember throwing
money.
I remember throwing scythes at people, and scythes are more. I think they're a little bit more than just a side grade. Like, they're a little bit slower than the katana, but they cut through multiple enemies, which was the only berserker weapon that did that. Like, that was kind of a big deal. Like, you just take on 5 clots with one hit.
I thought the katana also hits multiple enemies.
It does not, but it goes really fast, so you can kill people. Like, it might look like that, but yeah, it's just one per head.
I haven't seen anybody
I think
use
the scythe
that
is
on
only
Hell
2
on Earth
at once.
difficulty. On suicidal difficulty and Hell on Earth difficulty, people usually run with the great sword, like the claymore on Killing Floor.
Really? Or the fire axe.
Or the fire axe, because that's enough to like stun lock a flesh pound.
Weird. Okay.
So at like highest competitive gameplay, it's at least that's better. Yeah. But yeah, I still, even in Killing Floor 1, I don't think that they should have started selling weapon packs. Like maybe the skin packs, but
yeah, no, it's true. It was kind of messed up.
And it's also like in MMOs. Almost all MMOs are co-op, and there are MMOs that are pay to win. And I don't want to play any of those fucking MMOs where a person can just wail out, spend shit tons of money, and get better than I can ever be just because he spent shit tons of money. It's bullshit.
Yeah, and again, I have a little bit of a different opinion on that. If it's a free-to-play game, then whatever. If it's because again, unless there's PvP, then it gets kind of shady again.
Well, Payday 2 isn't a free-to-play game yet. It may be in 5 days. We're unsure.
Yeah, at the end of this, at the end of this event, like there's 10 days of unlocks that they're giving out for. Oh, another thing, like Crime Fest, this event that they have is supposed to be free content for the community. Microtransactions aren't free, so that's another thing that people are upset about.
Oh yeah, let's run through what they've given us so far. Wait, they gave us Heist. Never mind. Let's run through what they gave us the first 3 days. They gave us a heist in the first... never mind. They gave us microtransactions on one day. They gave us masks. They didn't even give us masks. They gave us the possibility of getting card drops to unlock a mask.
Yeah.
5 masks on days 3 and 4, I'm pretty sure.
I think day 4 was the Aftershock heist. So...
Oh.
Which I think is hilarious. The Aftershock heist takes place when you go steal money from people when they're all when people are dealing with the aftershock of a huge situation. So I don't know if they did it on purpose. I don't think they did, but
I think they did.
Because that would be hilarious.
The weird thing with masks in that game is that since it's first person, it's not like you can enjoy them that much. I mean, you see them on your health bar, but like
you see them when you put them on.
That's it. You don't even see them on your health bar.
I have a Captain Obama mask, and when I put it on, I see Captain Obama.
Well, you know.
But another thing that I was worried about with this whole new microtransaction system is that since they have weapon skins in it's basically CS:GO and TF2 gunmetal update with shitty weapon skins. There was a mod before this update came out called Goon Mod, where you could modify weapons to apply different textures, patterns, and colors to your different parts of your weapons, and it was better in every conceivable way than this current system it is. And they disabled mods currently, and I'm not sure if they did that on purpose to stop people from hacking in drills and safes, you know, the different loot drops.
Yeah.
And, or if they did that to, like, stop Goon Mod from interfering with their skin business. So
they did release a statement on that, though.
Did they?
Almir, the guy who promised us there'd be no microtransactions, said that they would not, in fact, cut out modding. So, you know, I think he can be trusted completely.
Yeah, I know they're just shitting on their core consumer base, really.
Yeah, and that would be pretty bad to get rid of a modding community, because like I think one of the reasons Killing Floor 1 stayed around so long was because of the modding community, like making new stages and stuff like that.
Definitely.
So
it's one of the reasons that PC games are successful, or as successful as they are.
Mm-hmm.
If none of these PC games had a modding community, I'd wager a lot more people would have consoles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's why people still play Skyrim. Like, they're playing new missions in Skyrim because people are just making things, and they're turning all the dragons into Thomas the Tank Engine.
Even Fallout New Vegas, I think there was a huge mod that just got dropped in anticipation for Fallout 4. Like, they're developing it, but they're like, okay, let's put it out now, get people to play before that game comes out. So, I mean, if you kill off mods, if they did that in favor of their shitty microtransactions, I'd be done with Payday. It would just be over for me. I would not want to play it anymore.
So you're not done with Payday yet?
I don't think I'm done unless if they do something like remove Wolf, which isn't really like a whole, I fucking hate that. I don't think I would really be interested in the game after they removed my character. I don't think they're going to, though.
Yeah.
I stole Wolf on Companion once, and he proceeded to spend the entire mission saying how much he hated me and hated life and
what are you talking
all that.
About?
Hey, what, you don't remember that?
I must have blacked it out.
I think you did.
But didn't you say Wolf was getting arrested or something, Companion? Was that?
Yeah, that's the weird thing. That's what a bunch of people thought, that Wolf was going to either get killed or arrested or, like, removed from the game, because in the newest Aftershock trailer, the newest heist, at the bottom of the screen on a TV, it was zooming out and it was like a news report, and you know, they usually have the random bits of info at the bottom of the screen. One of the bits of info was jewelry store robber apprehended and captured or put in police custody or something along those lines. And there was only 4 original members when the jewelry store heists were going on, I'm pretty sure, in the canon. So it must have been Wolf, because they removed his mask from the store, so you can't buy the mask and ship it to you anymore, like the physical mask.
Yeah.
And the voice actor confirmed that he won't be doing any more voices, so that led a lot of people to believe that. But I have like 2 things I really want them to do. I don't think I'm going to stop playing if they don't do them. The first one is get rid of fucking stats on skins. That's just ridiculous, and it's dumb. There's no reason. Just make it cosmetic. That's what Counter-Strike Go does, and it's working out fine for them. And the second option is give people a way to get the drills, which are basically keys, without having to spend $2.50. Even if it's like an ultra-rare card drop, then that would be cool, too. Or maybe like they have a side job feature where you do like random objectives and you get rewards for that. Maybe throw in a couple drills there, here and there in those, too.
Harder objectives than the normal side jobs, too, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Because I know they don't want to just give them away, but, you know, give people more incentive, because people don't really care about those side jobs as far as I can tell.
I sure don't. I never get what I want from them.
Yeah. Is there anything I'm missing here, Buttkiss?
I don't think so, no.
Okay, well, the one last thing. Go to the Payday 2 Reddit on reddit.com.
Oh.
And it's
actually,
hilarious.
hang on. There's a new update on the Crime Fest. I think it just happened.
Or you could just make the skins drop. You don't even have to get the drills to drop. And by the way, if they did make the drills drop, I would suggest making it so that you can't trade the drills. That would make sense.
Well, they added a new game mechanic along with the free LMG.
What was the game mechanic?
Bipods.
Bipods?
Yeah. Here's what the loving community has to say about it. Oh. Damn it. That didn't work.
It was, even Jim Sterling, behind the Jimquisition, made a video on Payday, talking about how when the game first came out, he was praising it for, like, even in a world of AAA developers who complain about when their game sells 6 million copies, and they're like, it's still not profitable, and we're making our money back. Payday concentrates more on gameplay and doesn't care about graphics. It's depressing to see him do a 180 on that, so...
Yeah, and I have to wonder, like, considering one of the devs said it's not going to happen, you have to wonder if there's outside meddling involved.
Well, this is the thing. Starbreeze merged... Well, I don't know if it was merged or, like, partnered with Overkill. Overkill is the developers behind Payday 2. And since that merging... all of the original founders have left Overkill.
I think you found your reason for this happening, then.
So you gotta think maybe the stockholders, like Starbreeze just forced Overkill to start doing shitty things. Because that's pretty much the point when all the DLCs started ramping up. Like, they started selling a shit ton more of those, and then this microtransaction bullshit. But, like, here. There's this advertisement thing. If you guys could take a look at this and tell me if this would constitute as false advertising in your eyes.
This better not be about stabbing balloons again.
No.
Let's see. These are too much words. Oh, yeah, it has no microtransactions. Yeah, you should probably take that off.
Well, I don't think that's currently on there right now. This was when
then it's not false advertising.
This was when the beta came out. Do you think if a person bought it under those pretenses back in the beta for full price, do you think they should be entitled to a refund?
How long have they had the game for? I don't know. I don't know about that.
How long has it been?
That gets a bit hairy. Hasn't it been like a year?
I think about 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know about that. There's a statute of limitations for these things, I think, even morally.
Alright.
Yeah.
There will be no transactions in Payday 2. Shame on you. And I guess there's like I don't know, it's just
to be fair, this thing says Payday 2 has no microtransactions. It doesn't say there will never be microtransactions.
Elmir, a developer currently
he did that. You did the grammar, and you caught it.
It's true, though. If you're trying to, like, have, like, a legal thing, basically, yeah, it's worded that way. And if they took it off the website after they had microtransactions, then it's hard to say that's false advertising.
Well, one of the developers who's still working at Overkill stated multiple times a couple of years ago, that there will be no microtransactions in Payday 2.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what some people are upset about too.
Yeah, well, I can understand how that would piss people off. I don't know if you can say that's false advertising just because they said that, though, or, like, you know, every game that Peter Molyneux worked on would be under a lot of stress because he always tells lies about what's going to be in his game. But then when the actual features list comes out,
Peter Molyneux, yeah.
The king of lies.
Maybe they consulted
the king
him
of
for
false
this.
promises.
I think this whole situation was handled horribly, and they could have done it so much better if they just didn't add this microtransaction update in the Crime Fest start thing, because that's supposed to be like celebrating the community and giving them free stuff and stuff like that, not pissing them off. And because before this, there was a Road to Crime Fest where the community banded together and completed multiple objectives to try to get all these different free items.
We're talking real large numbers here as well.
Like 5 million card drops, and you get one for completing a single heist. So everybody had to band together for that.
Do you know how many social events people missed for that? Probably none.
Yeah, probably not. They should have handled it better, and I hope they modify it in some way. And I hope the community can accept an apology if they do modify it, and not just keep shitting on them. Like a lot of people
cheap
on the
apologies.
Well, not because they've done this for the for past things too. So sucks.
All right, so we good on the Payday?
No,
because it's been half the podcast now.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to move away from that.
Fair enough. Okay, no, it's fine. I think it's a pretty important game to you guys to understand. I just I haven't played it because.
Especially when I've sunk so much time into editing it, and because that series is has the most time put into it for me on my channel.
Yeah.
So, after the podcast is done, is it nap time yet?
Yep.
Oh, I was taking a nap already, Buttkiss, so if you want to take your show.
Oh.
Then,
cool. You guys have fun.
Well, alright, I wanted to talk a little bit about RogueStorkers, formerly the much cooler name Diesel Stormers. It's a 2D roguelike game that I just, yesterday I think I posted a video for it. And the developers of it, well, it was this weird thing. The developers didn't send me keys. Some guy that worked for the developers told me that they would send me keys if I did all this stuff, which was just give me my email, whatever. I don't need to go into that, but I don't know why they didn't just send me keys, because it could have saved a large amount of headaches. But I got a bunch for keys for it, so me, Companion, and Yoshi played it. And I liked it quite a bit. It just has some major optimization issues. Like, I know my computer isn't the best, but holy crap, like, some of the things that happened didn't even make any sense. Like, if I minimize the game and try to do anything else while playing it, my computer's like, no, stop. But I hope they get that worked out, because the actual game, when it's running fine, is pretty fun. It's a lot better on 2 players, because it's one of the things, like, if you die on 1 player, you're just dead. It's like Binding of Isaac. But if you're on 2 players, then both of you need to die for it to stop, and the second player can easily revive the first player. But, I don't know, it's good, and I have some keys that I was going to give away during the podcast if anyone wants a key. I don't have that many left to give out, but if you want a key, just say so in chat, and I'll post it in chat. Is that a horrible way to do it?
Yes.
You could private message to them in Twitch. Actually, I don't know if there are like bots that scour Twitch, because I've heard something about like key snatching bots who steal the keys from public places and then activate them instantly.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
I hate robots even more now. Well,
God damn it.
I'll figure out how to message people.
To begin with, too.
Okay. So, alright, so when you said yeah, does that mean you want a key? That's not very clear. Key Frenzy's also not entirely clear. There's only one person who has clearly indicated to me that they want a key, and they even included a nifty little arrow and a cat face. So you're definitely getting a key. Once I figure out how to message people. Yeah, no, not purge and ban. Oh god. What?
Purge and ban. Here's your key,
I right-click the name and it's just like purge, ban. Okay. There's 2 people.
But yeah, the game ran pretty for me too, and I have a quad-core processor, so I'm not sure. Maybe my computer's out of date for it too.
But didn't you just get a new computer?
Yeah, well, this thing is, I don't know, this thing might be out of date soon anyway, because even for Fallout 4, I meet like the minimum requirements.
But that's the thing, you meet the minimum requirements for Fallout 4. Like, after a point, you have to think it's kind of them, right?
Yeah,
like they did
maybe.
Something.
Yeah. I just hope it actually runs on Windows 7, unlike Fallout 3.
Requires a 64-bit operating system.
Yeah.
Yep. That's the first one that's hurt me.
What about Killing Floor 2? You bought Killing Floor 2, and you can't play it.
$30. Nah. I can justify that all the way till the reindeer come home when I'm not this tired.
Yeah, like $10 for Squirrel Girl skin on Marvel Heroes.
That was worth it.
It was a work of love, and she looked like a squirrel aviator.
Did we talk about that on the last podcast?
I don't know, but the important thing, Buck, is did you get the picture of Squirrel Girl defeating Dr. Doom? Because that's very important.
Yes. Yes, I did.
Excellent. That's really the most important. Okay. I'm sending a key to a guy whose name starts with an L. It's like lame
Nexia?
Yeah.
You get a key, and you get a key.
Alright, so he got a key.
Lystexia? Is your Lystexia acting up again?
You're not helping.
Yeah, well, it doesn't act up. It just always is.
I'm sorry for cannibalizing half the podcast talking about Payday 2, by the way.
No, it was completely...
I was trying to move away from it a couple times there, but then I just got pulled back in with depression.
It's fine. As you do. Now sending one to Giant's Champ.
It's just a beautiful train wreck watching the community explode or implode.
Companion, what are you going to do? You know, they ruined Payday completely.
I'm gonna be done playing Payday.
Yeah, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, I'm probably gonna.
There's not that many Half-Life 2 mods, companion.
I'll make them and then play them. God damn it.
That seems like a lot of work.
Yeah, it is. I give up.
You should probably have a lazier one.
I was thinking about maybe going back to KOTOR too, because I took this break from KOTOR to backlog videos, but I only have one backlogged in this entire time, so I feel like I failed in that aspect. But I might take a break from Payday 2 until the Crime Fest ends. And look, we're talking about Payday 2 again.
Hey, yo, poopty puppity.
Altic Bar? Did you actually want a key, or I couldn't tell?
Buttkiss, they might port the old heists into Payday 2. Buttkiss.
Cool? Maybe?
Yeah.
Sure.
So, yeah, RogueStorkers. Wait, Storkers.
RogueStorkers.
Does that say RogueStorkers?
That says RogueStorkers. That would be an awesome game.
Would it?
It would be. Yeah. You should
send
them that idea.
I unlocked the 4th character, too, which I feel needs a bit of work.
What's the 4th character do?
He's got a flamethrower, but it's medium range, and because the thing is, Stabby Gale has the ability to throw her axe thing, and it pulls enemies to her, but he has nothing, so like shooting the guys that are flying is really hard. And the other thing is, it's not complete because everyone has secondary abilities, but only Stabby Gale and the 1st character have those abilities. All of the other characters aren't made yet, so they were replaced with Stabby Gale's and what's-his-face's abilities. So he might get something later on, but right now he's just incomplete, and I just couldn't play as him.
Yeah, we're in early access, so the game isn't finished.
Yeah.
And this seems like a really, really unpolished early access game, too. How long have they been in development? Has it changed much since
it's
Douglas
been on...
played it?
I guess we'd have to ask Douglas for that, but yeah, I don't know. But it's been out for like at least a year. I think I was looking it up. So I just hope they fix the issues because again, like even more so than Trouble Elemental, like I liked playing this game, but you know it kind of chugs a bit, you know.
Yeah.
So I just hope they can optimize it a little. I mean, I'm probably going to be getting a new computer soon, but. My computer's not that bad. It's not so incredibly bad. And if it's not working well on your computer, then there's a bit of an issue there.
Yeah, I would get about 40 frames when I'm not recording and just playing, and it would go down to like 25 when I was recording with Fraps. So.
It could just be, you know, that one roguelike that we liked, Risk of Rain effect.
Risk of Rain, yeah.
That is true.
That game had problems too, and they're never going to be fixed.
2D games are never optimized, apparently.
It's true. It really seems like it's true.
But like we've said before, Bioshock Infinite, 60 FPS, recording fine.
Douglas wants to know if we want to stream RogueStormers after the podcast.
I'd be down.
I think I'd be down too, yeah. So yeah.
I have yet to play it, but I'd be down.
Have you downloaded it or?
Yes.
Sweet.
Okay, good, because it's huge. it's just like 4.3 gigs. Where is this? All right, all right. I'm gonna send this key just so I make sure I don't send the. I shouldn't be talking about this. It takes a lot of mental energy to send keys, apparently.
No, me and Buttkiss can just go back to talking about Payday 2. That's
all right. Well, that's done.
Totally.
I've sent the 3 keys. You guys are the only ones that have said words, so the 3 of you got keys. They should be in your Twitch messages.
What about a lilac bar or a Ali Akbar?
Yeah, he got one.
I
just sent him. Oh, is that what the... Okay, fair enough. I was like, Ayla Ek. But okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Ayla bar.
Well, goddamn.
So now can I complain about... I want to complain about Assassin's Creed Revelation.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Sure,
that game is only side quests. Even the main game is only a side quest. The entire game is a side quest. There's very little story. You find out about some of the backstories of like Desmond and Altair, and I swear to God, it's nothing that you don't already know. It was nothing interesting. I don't know. There's a few things that were kind of enhanced, like. You really kind of feel like you have an Assassin's Guild with you in this game, like even more so than Brotherhood, because you can recruit and summon assassins, and you can actually talk to the assassins at certain points, and you don't just recruit random people like in Brotherhood, but you recruit people that have a little bit of a backstory, and of course once you create them, they just turn into a generic assassin that's exactly like all the other assassins, but it's cool that they at least put the attempt in there. But no, it's just like a game where like nothing very interesting happens during it. And I don't know, it made me sad. And I ended up looking up like spoilers for the rest of the series because I was convinced that they weren't going to do anything else. And then I saw a major spoiler for the 3rd one, so I shouldn't have done that. But now I think I might play the 3rd one because apparently the story continues in that one. For God, like every single game is also just stringing you along to play the next damn game. It's also like this multimedia cluster frag. Like I didn't realize there's comics that are actually part of the canon. There's like a mobile game. There was a Facebook game that was part of the canon. Like if you and the Facebook game doesn't even exist anymore because because Facebook changed something, so they just took it down. Like it's just exhausting. It's exhausting for someone who wants to enjoy the story. And then the knowledge that like by 4 the original story just disappears and is probably never coming back is there just makes me even like more sad about the series. So, I don't know. I'm probably going to record Brotherhood in that game, and that was going to be it. But now I feel like I'm probably going to have to record 3 to actually finish the story because it continues in that one. Like,
It'll buff out Cross, or it won't, and Ubisoft will just keep on milking. I think they have. Didn't they release like 2 Assassin's Creed games this year?
Yes, they've done it so that they've released
3rd one.
Yeah, releasing 1 game a year, usually the game's not going to be that polished. But yeah, releasing 2 games in 1 year, both of those games had major problems and major bugs, which I think they fixed somewhat, but they axed an entire storyline in one of them. Like an entire character and storyline. As I understand it, there was going to be a male character and a female character, and I think the female character was a Templar, and I think for the first time ever you're going to get to play as a Templar.
Oh, that would have been cool.
But, yeah, they just, gone. The entire part of the story is gone, and I don't think it would have been if they were just making 1 game. And then there's the side games. There's a 2D Assassin's Creed game that takes place somewhere in Asia. I mean, yeah, no, Ubisoft used to be like awesome. I love them, and now they're being all like EA about this and just doing crap. And
isn't EA like their head company?
Are they? I didn't think Ubisoft and EA were together, but maybe they are. That would actually make a lot of sense. For the, was Ubisoft bought by EA, and that's why they're sucking? Maybe. I just typed in Ubisofty. That doesn't help. Ubisoft EA. Actually, they're on Origin, aren't they? Crap. Oh my God, you might be right. This might be all EA's fault.
There's apparently their revenue has gone down.
Does that mean that EA is just going to buy them now?
No, I don't think they're owned by EA.
Okay.
Sure.
Yet. Oh, because if their revenue goes down, you know what the next step is.
EA versus Ubisoft, which is more hated, so...
Well, EA. But...
Yeah, of course.
But Ubisoft is trying to catch up.
And then Overkill is right on their tails, too, apparently.
I don't even know what those are.
Overkill, the developers behind Payday 2.
Oh.
Yeah.
Are they... I don't know if they're known enough, though. I guess that's why. To be truly hated, you also have to be popular. Because otherwise people don't know to hate you. But yeah.
So, Cross, how'd you like Little Inferno?
I love Little Inferno.
I did not expect anything that happened in that game.
Well, I'm just gonna...
Yeah. Why? Why do you ask?
I'm just gonna put this here. Right there.
Why is EA making Little Inferno with microtransactions?
I'm just gonna put
where you actually
right
have to pay to burn different items?
That would be great. Microtransactions.
Wait, what is this? What is this code?
That's just, a game. So did you play Upgrade Complete Threemium?
I have played it, but I don't have capability of recording Flash games very easily right now, or I would have played it months ago.
Because I thought that was like the perfect, especially with all the Payday 2 microtransaction stuff. I played that game like yesterday, and that was the perfect thing to help me. They shot on microtransactions indirectly, which was nice.
The entire game is making fun of the freemium model. Mm-hmm. Just like the other game was all made, or the first two games are basically making fun of achievement hunting and pointless upgrades that make it seem like the game is more deep than it actually is.
Yeah.
And I think the same guys that made that might have made Achievement Unlocked, which was really just making fun of achievements, because like you play that game, you're an elephant, I think, and in the first 5 seconds you unlock like 100 achievements, like literally 100 achievements. It's like move left for 0.5 seconds, started the game, actually hit a controller button, and it's like it just was like. And then if you unlock all the achievements, then the picture of the achievements on Newgrounds forms an elephant. That's the reward. But yeah, what was that game?
It's Little Inferno. I'm not sure if it's been taken yet.
Probably.
If somebody has taken it, could you meow in the chat and then I can say meow meow.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, and you're welcome for the keys, guys. I'm glad that I could give it to the few people that check out the podcast. I mean, I could give it to my viewers, but I don't know. The people that actually take time to listen to the podcast, I appreciate. So.
I feel bad for the people living in like England, where it's like 2 a.m. and they got to get up for work in the morning.
Well, yeah, too bad. You get to live in a country with free healthcare, so I don't hear it.
Well, if nobody's taking it on this podcast live, then you can try to put that code in on the VOD and see if it's working.
I do have 2 codes left. I just figured I might want to. Do I even know any other LPers? I think I gave them to all the LPers that wanted them that I know. So I think I have 2 left right now. No.
Well,
Things.
It's like 15 minutes left on the podcast. I don't know. Is there anything else you guys wanted to hit on before we talk about?
I think that's all I've been playing. I did just try to right before the podcast. I tried to play Lisa again, that horrible RPG, and it just made me really sad because like most of the enemies that you fight don't even attack you. You just have to kill them because they're in your way or something, and they usually say something before they die that's just like sad and hopeless.
It sounds like Undertale.
And I'm just like, Undertale I've heard a lot of interesting things about because my ex-roommate is like obsessed with it, and she kept on posting weird messages about wearing bacon on your head or something like that, and I was like, I don't know what's happening. So I'll probably play that eventually because apparently I would like it.
Oops. How do I remove that message again? Oops.
Did you just nuke a message?
No, I accidentally unmuted it. Okay, just ignore that link. Don't go to that. You might get exploded with lag.
Was that a robot?
A legend.
Wait, what? Who are you? What is going on? I don't know what's going on, but okay, that's fine. There's more clones coming.
But did we talk about Sky Arena and how good it is?
Oh yeah, Sky Arena is a good game. So anyway,
very good.
Wait.
it's kind of like Firefox. No, not Firefox. Star Fox.
Yeah, the browser. It's a browser game where you play as a browser.
Yeah.
I would be down for that, especially browser ponies.
But go on Cross's or mine or Yoshi's channel and you'll see Sky Arena videos as like one of the newest submissions. If you want to check out the game, it's pretty cool.
Yeah, watch it on either Yoshi or Companion's channel so you don't see the worst player who doesn't even know how to log on to people play and just flies into building while everyone else is having fun.
Scratch that. Watch it on Cross's or Yoshi's channel to see gameplay with music.
What?
Oh.
I didn't have music?
It was far too low.
Oh, yeah, I don't...
Humiliating.
I usually try to not have music on because copyright.
Well, I'm actually a bit confused because there was one song playing through like that 30-minute play session, and every single level we went to, it was the same song, but then I tried again, and there was a different song, like, instantly. Huh. So I don't know why we only got that one song, unless you can change it in the options or something, like it has to be manually altered, I don't know. It was weird. Because, like, I liked the song, but I remember thinking, like, I wish there was more than literally one soundtrack during this 30-minute video. I don't know. It was weird.
Oh, never got old to me, so...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but, you know. They did have other music, and it's all good, because it's very Starfoxy.
Yeah, definitely. Like, I really like the art style, though, especially on the character portraits.
Mm-hmm.
It's really cool.
Yeah,
I can't wait to see what other characters they add.
Mm. The only thing I can say though is like probably don't get it unless you have friends to play it with. Like I don't know how many people are playing it, but it's a co-op or it's a competitive only game. If there's no one playing it, you can't play it.
Yep. And I would also recommend maybe waiting until it drops down to $10 because the current like $15 seems a little bit much for the current content in it.
Mm.
I think 10 is about a sweet spot for that.
Yeah, like I think it's still like 13 right now because of the $10 off, but yeah.
Okay.
What is the store page?
10% off?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's cool. So I also played Game of Thrones, the Telltale Game of Thrones games.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah?
I played the first 3 episodes and I was like, damn, this is really good. I'm gonna wait till they release the final episode so I can binge through the rest of it. But yeah, I'd highly recommend it if you like the Game of Thrones universe. And the first episode is a little bit janky with like camera placement, and I had a problem with finding out who my main character was in a group of like, because he has brown hair, is dressed up in like a leather jacket and brown eyes, and everybody else around him has brown hair, brown eyes, and is up in leather gear and stuff. So in the beginning it was a bit queer to try to find him. Other than that, though, not really much other than just watching The Strain.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I still haven't beaten Fallout 3, by the way, so I don't think Fallout 4 is gonna happen.
What about New Vegas?
I want to beat Fallout 3 first. I was thinking about Fallout Shelter has made me want to play Fallout 3 again. So
that's what Fallout Shelter is supposed to do. It's supposed to hype you up for Fallout.
Yeah. The problem, though, like, as much as I would love to record Fallout 3, there's music that shouldn't be copyrighted, but I'm pretty sure is in the game. So
well, that's fine. Just never listen to the radio. You know, arguably the best part.
Yeah, we're hacking and whacking and smacking. Yeah, very good. I wonder. I could just listen to that nationalist guy constantly talk about the old government,
shitting out propaganda from his mouth.
Mm.
Well,
I actually did listen to that radio station a whole lot.
Yeah, me too.
Because like the radio signal was better.
In the very beginning, like the first time I played, I just wandered around. The first thing I did, I didn't go to Megaton like you're supposed to because I didn't know the compass was like a thing, and so I wandered around and I found Big Town, and I died from super mutants instead. So it was
I think the first time I played. Oh wait, no, I crashed. Never mind.
And then the second time, I also crashed. But the third, I crashed.
Yeah, he crashed. What was it, like 500 times? You said. Good God, Buttkiss.
I think it was upwards of 600.
Okay, that's better.
That's dedication.
It's okay though, because I completed literally. I went to every location on the entire map, so it's good.
You know,
I don't think I even did everything though.
Yeah. The Walking Dead Season 6 started up again, so that's on air again.
Huh.
That'll be fun.
I don't want to watch it, but I'm probably going to.
Have you seen Fear the Walking Dead, the spin-off, the prequel?
Nope.
I think it might be worth checking out. The first half of the season is pretty shaky. Like, I don't really care for the characters too much, but the second half does kick up, and it's enjoyable, at the very least. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Okay, so Cross, what's going up on your channel since it's 10 minutes of the podcast?
Well, the RogueStorkers thing went up, but that's not a continuing series. I'm going to do another video on it, I know, but probably I might not do another video until they actually complete everyone's abilities. So there's that. What else? Earthbound, very close to completing. And whatchamacallit? What's that thing? Bully's great. Bully's fun to play. I love it. It's really nice to edit because I pretty much only have to edit out when I cough. That's pretty much it. Or when I'm traveling to the city, and it's just good. I've already I've recorded tons of episodes. I kind of wish I hadn't needed to backlog something so much because people have told me certain things, but whatever.
So good.
Yeah, I keep on saying that. But yeah. So, and I've recorded 2 episodes of This War of Mine. So once I edit that will be going up.
Oh, that's good.
And it was hard for me to figure out the mechanics. What I don't like about that game, really quick though, is that they have these little icons, and if you hover over them, they don't tell you what they are. And it's usually obvious, but not always. So.
Yeah, that's a bit of an oversight.
Yeah. It's like one of them was vegetables and one of them was raw meat and then one of them was canned food, and I wasn't sure what the raw meat was, so I just crammed it in my face and I was like, oh, well, I could have cooked that.
And now you have horrible diseases.
Yeah, well, you know, it happens. But yeah, that's what's happening on my channel.
I really like those group survival games that aren't always based around, like, just shooting things. I think, God, I really want a good game development company with good backing and good ambition to make a nice zombie survival game like that. Because, you know, you got Fort Zombie, which is that genre, but it's really janky and unpolished.
Yeah. No, it's weird that there hasn't been, like, a major AAA effort there. And to be honest, I think the zombie fever's actually died down a little bit in recent years, but
definitely,
it's just weird that there wasn't a bigger attempt to make something like that. It seemed like it was all the indie scene that was making stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what's on your channel, Buttkiss?
My channel? Well, this is about the time I'd normally post a link to Rick Astley's Never Gonna Give You Up to demonstrate. But once again, I can't log in Twitch for reasons unknown.
Oh, fair enough.
So,
Buttykiss.
Oh, Buttykiss? That's Relic Tie.
What?
What? Nothing.
What?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing to answer all of your questions. Absolutely all of your questions, companion. Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yes.
Wow, the world is really bleak now. Jeez.
Well, you asked the wrong questions.
Companion, what's on your channel?
Yeah, companion.
Well, I think I might slow down on Payday content. I've been doing that anyway. But I'd like to wait until I see what comes of Crime Fest, and then I'll decide if I want to continue playing it. If they dick over mods, I'm done. If they take away Wolf from the game, I'm probably done. Not for the same reason as, you know, taking mods away. It's just like, I don't really care for any of the other characters, and I don't know if I'd have as much fun, but we'll see what happens there. And I just hope they take away stats on skins. But other than that, I'm doing random games. I might get back into Half-Life 2 mods, and I'm probably going to get back into KOTOR soon, so at least there's that. I know I promised doing that Let's Play, but it's laziness and horrible things.
Yeah.
Well, we got 5 minutes left on the podcast. Nap time?
Nap time!
Yeah, nap time. Sweet. I hope everyone has their pillows ready. If not, just lie back on the ground, put your arms behind your neck so your head's slightly elevated, and, you know, think relaxing thoughts.
If anybody's got any questions for us in the chat, then you can...
Oh, I mean, that might be a more efficient use of our time. But
and we might be asleep, so we might not see him.
Sure. Well, I mean, Companion has no reason to fall asleep.
Yeah, I took a nap for the podcast.
Yeah, is there any questions?
We're not going to get any questions, and we're just going to sit here in silence for the next, like,
the only zombie games I've been interested in, well, 2 of them, that is. That's not even what it was written. I'm going to say... You know what? Someone told me to play Project Zomboid when it first came out. Like, when it first came out, no one had heard of it. And I didn't do it because it was so unstable that I couldn't record it. But that would have had so many views by now.
Yeah. Definitely.
Now, that's back, like, remember the first time I played Killing Floor 1 with you on that map that had, like, the cars everywhere and you could die from getting hit by them? We talked about Project Zomboid in that. I remember that, so that was so long ago. And it's still not finished either. How to Survive, I've heard that's a pretty janky game, but me and Relic have been considering doing a Let's Play on that as just a random bullshit survival game sometime. Relic actually recorded some Project Zomboid a while ago, but he hasn't released it.
Really?
So, yeah, it was with me and him, and I think Buttkiss was supposed to be in there too.
Huh.
I was?
Wait, you can play it cooperatively?
Yes.
Did I do the things?
No, I don't think we ever played it again, so we never told you to play it with us. Buttkiss, you got a question. When's Vampire the Masquerade gonna come back?
Ooh.
Well, I mean, every time I've tried to stream, horrible things happen to the internet, the entirety of the internet. So I've decided to just put Twitch on a permanent hiatus.
It was for your guys' safety because it was destroying the whole internet.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, not just Canada.
4chan was not happy about that.
Yeah, they were gonna dox Buttkiss. It was bad. I have more Don't Starve footage of me, Relic, and Buttkiss playing that I still haven't edited. That's like ancient at this point, so I'll get that out eventually. I don't even know if we're gonna continue that session at this point, but
I'm sure Relic will. Relic's still excited for it, I think.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I tried to give him a RogueStorker key, but he didn't answer me, so I guess he doesn't want it.
And I don't really want to go back to Don't Starve, and like I don't want to play it and record it until they add more content to co-op mode, because they're going to be coming out with the DLC for the base game Shipwrecked, so it's probably going to be a while till they port that to the multiplayer as well. And yeah, at the end of this podcast, we're probably
I can use it for pancakes.
In the next like hour going to be streaming RogueStorkers on Drive Not Found. So yeah, but I guess I'll just cut off the podcast here. Thanks for watching, everybody, and thank you for joining me, Cross and Buttkiss. This has been the Wayne Podcast for 10/19/15. I will catch you guys later, probably in about 2 weeks. Yeah, so goodbye.
Fair enough.
Why in the hell would you thank me for this performance?
You did fine. What are you talking about? You were all
don't worry about
it.
it.
The best.
Wait, so Project Zomboid is still in early access? What the hell?
Cross.
It's been like 3 years.
Are you going to go back to FTL real quick, just before we end the podcast?
Unlikely. Possible, but very unlikely. I did 30 episodes. I think that's probably good unless I did a major update.
All right, there you go, Aspel. Thank you for your questions, guys. We appreciate it. And goodbye.
Jeez, why are you insulting the people? Oh, wait, that's his name.